All right, let's start it up. We are back with more Deceive Inc, playing Vigil here today. I've got the weapon 2, and, well,
Saves time and
thought we'd
intel.
talk about
Great.
Vigil a little bit, which we kind of did recently-ish, but not maybe as I wanted to, I guess. It has been a little bit since we played Vigil, and, well, we have been kind of rotating through the weapons. This is the one I use the least not in video. So, well, in video, I think we have one of each or two of each weapon so far. I don't know. It's pretty balanced weapon-wise for Vigil videos, but off camera, this one gets used significantly less than the other two. So I thought I'd break it out.
I'm used to hiding in plain sight.
Okay. There's a VIP in here. What the heck? I feel like that doesn't happen too often, but hey.
Needed.
So weapon 2 here is the 3-round burst. It's really comparable to Squire's Trident. Also his weapon 2. Little
We'll use that.
lore mirroring, I suppose. If you're into the lore. I'm not a huge fan of this one. It does fire slightly slow. I should say the fire rate slightly slower than Squire's Trident, which is a really good gun, and this one's a less good gun just because it that has that slower fire rate. Did they put this safe back? I feel like I was looking for this safe in a video or something, and it did not exist. So maybe they put it back, or maybe I was just blind then. Totally possible. But I kind of wanted to talk about the overall state of Vigil, because she's the newest agent. She's been out a while. I feel like it's been enough time, played enough games. Have Echelon 10 even. So we got the outfit what we're currently wearing. And let's loop around the back here. And well, we well, I think it's finally time to get a real opinion. I don't know. But so far she's come out of the gate, you know, 2 months ago or 3 months, however long ago Vigil came out. I feel like it's been a long time. Kind of mid. She came out kind of strong with her weapon 1, but then it got really nerfed quickly and is kind of mid tier now, in my opinion. I don't see her get used much in teams whenever I experience teams, but that's probably a super low sample size, so maybe not the best indicator. But yeah, I feel like her weapon 1's good, her weapon 3 is good if you're landing shots, and her weapon 2 is a little lackluster even though we're using it here. But she's also got a whole lot of clunkiness, like all over her kit, and I kind of want to talk about that clunkiness. And probably not meant to talk about what they could do about it. I feel like there's a ton of stuff they could do about it. And really, I just want to talk about what it is. So, to start with, her expertises. Her expertises are great. She pulls out a different weapon, and it does a thing. And they have, like, ammo, even though this one doesn't have an ammo, but it has 1. So, I guess. But the other 2 have, like, ammo indicators, which is really nice. Please give that to Yumi. Yumi has another expertise with, like, an ammo, and she doesn't have that ammo indicator. But the problem with switching to another weapon to fire it is you have to stop firing your main weapon. And like, stopping firing your main weapon can be kind of bad. Obviously, could be okay. But the weapons only deal 5. I'm just thinking, yeah, they all deal 5. So, not amazing in damage, and you're gaining a status effect. Is this a player here? Stop to get this 2? No. Alright, let's get in here. 1 terminal remains. Looks like someone was here and even ate some food. Oh, there's a dead Chavez. Alright. But the switching weapon things makes it a little clunky, right? Because on some weapons, it's fairly obvious. The weapon 1, once you near that maximum heat, you kind of switch weapons and you use your expertise because you don't want to overheat, so there's really nothing better for you to do. So really, no matter what expertise you have, it's somewhat worth it. On weapon 1, even this expertise we have where it pushes you back might be a little worse because it does push you back. I'm going to assume this is a player in front of us. What? What the?
Our health critical.
All right, well, that was crazy in the fact that that punch didn't land. We have to, like, heal here. We're gonna pop all 3 of these. But yeah, so weapon 1, we kind of have that kind of obvious window, and I like that. Like, I like the obvious window. Use your expertise when you're almost overheating. While you're using your expertise, your gun will cool down, and you will end up, you know, better off for it. Even if you only did like 5, maybe 10 damage, it's 5 or 10 damage you didn't have, and you really didn't waste any time because your gun was cooling down anyway. Weapon 3, kind of similar. It fires so slow. I take that. Ooh.
Great spot.
The poison trace here is gonna be not great for us. Come on, poison, we're off, we're off, we're off. Oh my goodness, we were at 6. And we found bonds.
Might need it.
Okay, there was an ace around when this fight started, so for all we know, we're about to get absolutely destroyed by a red laser. But I think we're okay for now. Ready for that guard to shoot me? Ready for anyone to shoot me? Make the same run again, because if it worked once, why wouldn't it work twice? I don't know where this is, but we're gonna break it. We still have a lot of ammo. Okay. Sounds like they're still fighting, maybe? Maybe not. We should have changed the skies. Ooh, Ace is dead. Okay. This Rob, I think? Oh my gosh. Alright, it was just all a fight by sea entrance to the vault, but like that's the way the game goes sometimes. We had some crazy plays there, some really nice escapes and turns. We escaped the Sasori, we escaped the Ace, we somehow Ace died. I didn't even hear a Chavez gun. Normally I feel like I'd hear it. I was a little far and there was some walls, but jeez. We cleaned up a little bit. Wow, yeah, I was worried. In phase 1, I was worried that game was going to be too quiet, and then it exploded. But I was here in game 2, and I guess we'll try to finish what I intended to be talking about. All right, it's time for the sound eclipse portion of the video. We were just talking about... Nice, got it. The how or when or the clunkiness of Vigil's expertises with their weapon 1. We already talked about weapon 1. It's got a nice downtime window, like right before you hit. That was kind of odd. Okay, didn't take my disguise. I also looked hella sus while doing it. I'm just like on my toes here. This is a green, but we don't need it.
Saves time and intel. Great.
Let's head on down. Okay, didn't take my disguise. And we kind of brushed on weapon 3 and its fire rate, having a good downtime between shots, even where you can use your expertise like once or twice, but you're not really going to get the whole expertise off. The one we didn't really cover was this weapon, weapon 2, which as we kind of saw, and I'll just put into words, doesn't have a great time to use your expertise because there's really no downtime with this weapon. We get to follow them in, and I will even get a disguise.
I was thinking my suit wearing days were over.
Because with this, we're either like firing or reloading.
Not bad.
Vigil doesn't really have like an expertise that goes around corners or something that you could use while you, you know, we're like behind some cover or something. like the smoke bomb does kind of spread around the corner and stuff like that, but for the most part, I don't really think so. But with this gun, you're either shooting or you're kind of reloading. And you can't really count your reload as downtime where you could use your expertise because you want to reload. Unless you happen to know exactly how much health they're at, and you can kill them with the like 40 damage the spark will do with a 15 max that the smoke's gonna do. Even the 5 of this one, you're unlikely to really not want to reload and use your expertise instead. So I do think it's extra clunky with this one.
Talk about an upgrade.
With this weapon, just from the nature, just by the nature of this weapon, doesn't have a good window to use it.
A gift from the
Again,
ancient
I think it
How
being not
nice.
great with one of her weapons is a little frustrating because expertise is kind of a big part of most agents. But Vigil, like, I feel like I can't effectively use 2 of her expertises with this weapon. We use this one because usually if I'm using this one, I'm, you know, trying to use it specifically for some reason, either trying not to die or getting somewhere or making space, like a bunch of reasons, but tend to want those reasons more than I want to fire at that exact moment. That's really all my thoughts on the expertise. There's the audio thing. We can assume someone said it's a Vigil. I think someone said it might be an Octo. We know it's this. Okay. I feel a little bad about that.
No way. I've lost another one?
I feel like it wasn't a Squire Weapon 1 bug, because that sounded nothing like Squire Weapon 1. You're gonna let me in. We did see a guard running up the stairs.
The first to come for me won't be the
So it
last.
is a Vigil Weapon 1 bug, because that's Vigil Weapon 1. We did get the extra 10 damage on our mine there, because I remembered to actually throw it. I'm assuming they were in here, but maybe not. No?
Vault terminal
No, they were not.
located.
Do I pop this vault terminal?
Success.
Probably.
Could optimize
Like,
this.
we don't have any key cards though. And I really do like having key cards. So let's push on to, I guess we'll go to C. Yeah, we can now talk about the passives because we finally used one. Passive 2 there, the mine's going to do 10 damage to out of cover targets if they get in range. Also sticks to people. That's our current passive. And you can see it has like a timer on the side where...
Must be nice.
Alright, we know where the last one is. There's nowhere that was that one gone, right? Okay, we don't have to go down here then. Although it could be a purple. It's unlikely they left the key card, but a hack speed ship would be enough for me. Is this also hack trapped? It actually doesn't look like it. Maybe someone just got the 2 doors at the start of the game and didn't actually get this one.
Vault terminal already deactivated. Look elsewhere.
Alright.
Next.
Actually, maybe someone was down here. Where? They go back in here? I missed it. I'd missed which way they ran. Shoot.
There you go. Acquired.
There was another amber. Come on, give me my gun model back. Alright, I think we're just gonna go with no gun model because getting it back every like second or two is frustrating. Did they go back down? No. Oh, we definitely got that ace killed. I unfortunately couldn't finish off the cav. I should have sprinted while I was under them, but I was really worried about them seeing I was under them. Probably should have been a little less afraid of it. Okay. D&E. Is that a dead Yumi I just noticed? Also, where's this? Oh, it's over here. It is. It is a dead Yumi I just now noticed. And we also saw the things available, so... You can see that green from a long ways away. Okay, we were talking passives. So passives, if you don't know the way to use the passive, you have to be aiming down the sight, and then you hit your melee button, and she throws out, in this case, the mine or the sonar or whatever it happens to be that's on your passive. And it's kind of clunky because it's 2 buttons, but also it's not just 2 buttons. Like, I can't just hit the buttons and it works. It's not like a combo press. I have to actually be aiming down the sight. I need to open this drawer. So, like, if I'm reloading, you can't aim down the sight while you're reloading. So you just don't have a pass. You can't throw it while you're reloading. It just doesn't work. Which, for the mine, is a little frustrating because, again, we talked a lot about, like, weapon downtime. That's a period of downtime where, like, throwing the mine would be good because it would be 10 damage you wouldn't necessarily have otherwise.
Did I lose the touch?
I really don't want to run out to E, but because we know it's a purple, but it also could have the key card, like low chance. And the other option is the retinal scanner. Nope. I was really sus of that person before the cab trace went off, and now that the cab trace went off, I'm like even more concerned. So kind of waste the intel, but keycard is here. Nice. All right, that's great.
Intel gathered.
Now we could run all the way back to B, and I think we're going to. Even though we have to touch like some doors in between here and there, and that'll be bad for cavalier purposes. I think just let's hold this out in case we need it.
Hey, gorgeous.
I'm still holding this shield. I know you can't see it. We do know where the last terminal is. We just have to get it. And there's a lot of VIPs we could like try to do the scanner thing, but since we're also avoiding a cav, getting ourselves in a sort of dead end is not great. I don't know where exactly the cav is, but I'm assuming they're behind us because we haven't really touched anything nearby. And disguise
I've done
change.
my fair share of cleanup jobs.
Eventually, she'll catch up to us, maybe. We have all the keycards and stuff, so we should get an outfit, but we kind of don't need one. Also, there's no guards in here to even stop us. Okay. Presumably we haven't taken out that many guards, so I don't think we have to be too worried about it being an expertise 3 cav, which would be really bad if we're rushing to the package. Doug's down there. I just rushed to the vault room. Guards should come find me. There we go. If I can get there before my cover breaks. Shield out again. No, hang on. Tap the button so we can see that again.
We'll use that.
Right. We do have to unfortunately touch a bunch of doors. That was because I was sprint jumping, even though I wasn't actually holding shift anymore. It happens.
scientists in a secret lair. How cliche.
Yeah, now we've touched all the doors between here and there. Bit unfortunate because that just makes Cav better, and I literally couldn't avoid the doors if I wanted to. I switched to a Wendy disguise. I don't know if that's going to be all that helpful at this point. The printer is on, and they'll probably just look around for me. And I'm being fairly obvious, just running back and forth getting intel. And some ammo. Or not? Alright. Let's go trace a Cav back. I guess technically it's not trace, but you know what? Alright, Cav, we are in the package room. Do with that information what you will. You would have learned it in a second anyway.
Rival agent detection mode.
Is it just Cav? I think it's just Cav. Now, Cav's still going to be tough to beat. Even if we get first shot advantage, Cav is still going to be tough to beat. We do have to change disguises though, because they do keep learning what our disguise is.
Rival agent detection activating. Rival agent detection mode.
Oh, okay. Well, it was not quite as difficult as I thought it was gonna be. We landed some really good headshots with this gun. So I feel like that sounded insultuous to the Cav, and it shouldn't have been. It's just we landed some nice headshots in that fight.
Extraction vehicle waiting on you.
That's all I meant by But GG, that Cav made me running around the entire map, which I always find frustrating, but I do want to be clear. That's how the character is played, and I'm okay with it, even if I sound frustrated. It's just, I mean, it frustrates me, but it's how the game's played, so I don't expect anyone to change. I know one time I was complaining about a Cav tracing me a lot, and the person in the comments was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was annoying, and it was like, well, you're playing Cav correctly, so good job. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that.
No. Hard work pays off.
Obviously, GG's to everyone in this game. Comment on your thoughts as always. Like the video if you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, subscribe for Deceive Inc content like this. That's the other thing. I knew I was missing one. Yeah, that's all I can say. Awkward exit.